we're off. And again, you know, one of the things, it's clearly a very big car. Probably not much bigger than a 7 Series BMW or certainly an S-Class. But when I started off, I thought the hood was a little high. That may have been just how we were sitting back there. But you have a fairly good command view of the road. Oh, and you can tell in this car that it's got the power and an engine that just wants to purr. Again, this is a turbo version. I'm going to go over here and try to get a... Oh, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to hit a bit of traffic here. It is what it is. I'm going to move it into manual mode just because I'm a manual mode. Oh, it doesn't hesitate at all. Right. Oh, so that's pretty rewarding. All right, so just a couple of things here. One of the things you can't help but notice is how driver-oriented this cockpit is. You have in front of you 5 digital displays, and actually they change. You can actually customize them a little bit. A little bit earlier we were playing with the buttons on the steering wheel to actually change the kind of information that's presented to you. This right one can be your navigation system, or you can just depend on it over here. But it's also, I mean, if you were listening to the 90s on 9, I guess this is an XM, Sirius XM radio. But all your features are here. This is Apple CarPlay as well, so you can plug your phone in and get a lot of the apps right here on the system. This car is obviously nicely optioned. Let's put a little, oh my gosh. So this car has 550 horsepower and 567 foot-pound of torque. And of course you have this optional button here that gives you another, what does it say, 15 seconds? 20 seconds of extra boost. On
the way back.
On the way back, hopefully it's a little bit less traffic. We'll get a chance to use that a bit here. But the car, I have to say, is incredibly compliant over this road. This is not necessarily the smoothest road. And you don't feel it so much. It doesn't mean that you don't feel the road, because you clearly can. Oh my gosh. This would get me into trouble very quickly. And the thing about it is, it's a Panamera, so it's not like somebody will look at this and say, there's a Lamborghini, let's go pull him over, right? This is a car that seats comfortably 4 individuals.
Soon 5.
And soon 5, you have the ability to...
Yeah, not on this one, but they're coming up
on a future one.
Yes.
So for a family of 4, to get them anywhere in comfort in a performance car. And the interesting thing about Porsches and the turbo version is there are no slouch. Although this is a fairly heavy car. What's the curb weight on this?
It's gonna be over 5. It's 5.
Is it like 5,600?
Yes.
Nonetheless, you can tell that there's no hesitation here in being able to put down the power and to propel the car, which is really nice. So like I said, I mean, I really like the feel. And at the end of the day, when you look at a car and when you get into the car, like anything else, it's curb appeal, right? What does it look like and how does it make you feel? How it performs is important. Those things feed into how does it make you feel. So I'm hopefully going to get a chance on the way back to kind of get a sense of that torque. This car has no slouch and no shortage of huge storage space. There are a couple of spots in here. There's a 12-volt huge glove box. And like I said, I mean, I can't get over the canopy in this car. How bright it is. You've got dual... I'm going to go over into the next lane. They've got dual sunroofs here, so it's pretty bright. And like I said, this car is... I'm impressed. Oh my God. Does this move? Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. This is good. This would get me into trouble. This is, I'm covering that. You can't see the speed here. Put a nice smiley face over it. Holy, it's got torque, it moves. Oh my gosh. Actually, the RPMs come up so quickly. So the rev limiter on this car looks like it's 6,900, 6,800, 6,900. So one of the things you've probably noticed on the new Panamera is the updated styling on the rear. I love the new rear end. The brake lights, kind of shadow Euro, like almost like a smoked look. And what we've just done is we deployed the rear spoiler. So now it's up. This car has the sports package, so it's got the sports chrono watch, it's got the sports exhaust, and what's the other thing?
Rear axle.
And the rear axle steering, which obviously, again, it's up, I think if I recall, it's up to 5 degrees.
Yes, 4, in 4 degrees, and it goes to, when you're on a racetrack, it helps you.
It shortens that, that turning radius, and also it just enhances the agility of the car, let's say. All right, so. Oh my God. So, folks, that was launch control. This is probably the easiest launch control I've ever done. And here is the reason why. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator in Sport Plus. It's that simple. You'll see launch control come up on the dial on the dash here, and you just go. It's that simple. It is honestly that simple. It's unbelievable. So our creative designer, who's also shooting this video, Alex, is sitting in the back seat. And since I haven't sat back there yet, I can't comment. But Alex, what do you think?
They're nice. There's 2 seats back here. They're comfortable. They hug you. It's really nice.
So
carbon fiber.
So Fred, the seat that we're sitting in, is this...
That's a part of the sport package.
This is a part of the sport package.
Oh, yeah.
Are there other seats? So this is a more aggressive seat, right?
More aggressive seats. So otherwise, you have some that don't have the 18 way, and it's not really like this. But this is to me the best seats.
The cool thing is on this vent here is you can open and close it. So there's another vent here. There are vents all over the car. But there's a central vent here which opens and closes automatically depending on how you set it up. So right now it's in the off position. We are going to, and there it is. It goes completely closed. We can then turn it on. And there are other things you can do is you can either have it focused or diffuse. So what you may not be able to see is inside here are additional slats which kind of either opens it up or closes it. So it's actually kind of nice. And the passenger has their version versus the driver. And of course, as you would expect with any HVAC, you can change how or where the air is distributed throughout the car. You have a phone menu. This car microphone is not attached. You have some drive options here. We talked about normal, sports, and sport plus, and you know where we would be driving. Some driver assistant aids in terms of lane departure, blind spot detection. It's pretty good. And of course, you probably can get some apps for the car, and of course, you got your music and how you set it up. But it's pretty nice. I like it a lot. So one of the huge benefits of this car, this is a big car, but one of the huge benefits of that rear wheel steering is the ability to make that turn easily. The turning radius on this car is unbelievable. I mean, in a regular 7 Series car, that would have been a 3-point turn. That was an easy single, and actually just a straight up U-turn. That's pretty good for a car this size. What else can I tell you about the Panamera Turbo? This car is it is fun to drive, surprisingly so. I thought it was going to be a big car and would feel big, but I think overall, including that steering, just makes it feel like a much smaller car. Your visibility is great. I like how lit the interior is. You don't feel claustrophobic. You do feel that the car is oriented towards you based on the dash, but your passengers can play too as well. I think, you know me and tech, I love tech. This giant MMI, if you want to call it that, is just perfect. So that's it, guys. That we're going to bring this quick review to a conclusion. This is the 2017 Panamera Turbo with the sports package on it, and it is just phenomenal. You know, I've been crushing on Porsches lately. The GT3, especially GT3 RS, but this is as the big brother in the Porsche family, and certainly the Porsche Turbo family, is amazing. It moves, it gives you that feeling that this is a sports car, even though it's a big car, that you can move your family in. This is impressive. I'd like to thank the folks over at Auto Palace. This car is in fact available for sale. If you're interested, call my buddy Fred. I'm going to link his information in the description below. They'll take care of you, and if you tell them Dr. M3 sent you, they'll hook you up. They'll take real good care of you. Fred, it's been awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Always.
All right, thanks guys. We'll see you in the next quick take video.